Hi there, this is Ronnie, coming at you with a video. The epic saga doth end. Today at my friendly local gaming store, we finished the second half of my campaign for Shaintar, which is a Savage World sort of high fantasy setting. The campaign was the continuation of my previous one, The Jester and the Rose, and this one was called A Dance of Swords and Shadows. And it had been going for some 7-8 months, something like that. Very happy with it. The players seemed to enjoy it. We finished it on a nice point because they were now at legendary, so those characters aren't getting used again, other than maybe a cameo in some future game. But they're certainly not going to be used full time again, ever. But everyone was happy with the way the campaign ended. How do I feel with the campaign, and how do I feel Shaintar fits in with my sort of gaming? I think the campaign went really well. I'm very pleased with myself. The only down point in all of it, really, as I mentioned in a previous video from last year, was one particular player had to be booted, had to be kicked from the group, because they were just being terrible at go see the video about it. That aside, I think it went really well. I'm very pleased with how it ran, given that my intention was to run a game very much sort of big high fantasy. I do a lot of dark fantasy. Sort of urban fantasy is really my bag, and horror, and sort of seeing a nihilism of people. So to be able to run a game that's sort of, heroic high fantasy had been my intention, and I think I've pulled it off. I'm quite pleased with myself, I must admit. Players really enjoyed it, and it's given me confidence, given that the game that's going to replace it is Blue Rose 2nd edition. So it's given me confidence to go for that one now, which I really needed. Not confidence so much in my GMing, but confidence in sort of heroic high fantasy, in the case of Blue Rose, romantic high fantasy. So I'm looking forward to that. Shaintar as a setting is superb. It has that right feel. There are people who really don't like, who play D&D 5th or Pathfinder, and they really like the setting, and that's fine. For me, Shaintar gives me that D&D feel, that sort of high fantasy, but in a way that I actually enjoyed playing, and I enjoyed running that game and running that setting. It was everything that I would ever want from D&D, which is one of the reasons I'll never own it, because this just gave me what I wanted, and I will be using it again. There's no way I'm not using Shaintar. after this. I think it's superb. Highly recommend it to anyone and everyone who wants to sort of run high fantasy, but with a rule system. I think that I feel, and I admit other opinions are available, but I feel suits my style of play and what I look for in a high fantasy game. So I'm very pleased. I'm very happy. It won't be for a while before I run Shaintar again, because quite frankly, need a break from it. But I'm very happy with how it went. Very pleased. My players, apart from that one that had to get kicked, my players sort of went in for it full time. Brilliant. Fantastic. Very pleased. And as I say, I mean, I'm currently running, I do games alternate Sundays, and I've got a Castle Falkenstein game running at the moment as well. But at the moment, that Shaintar done, and it's going to be replaced with Blue Rose. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back soon with another video.